Hi, I'm Miss T with the T-Shirt Shop, and in this video we're going to be showing you how to set up a workspace in CorelDraw for screen printing. Let's go to our Tools bar and let's click on Options. We're just going to set up our workspace now, and I'm going to go through all of these and show you different things that you can do. I have set here for on Corel on startup for nothing to happen. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that to the welcome screen, and you can have that set to go to open an existing document or your last edited document, pretty much whatever it is that you want. On my undo levels, I shoot that all the way up to 50. In case I make a mistake, I can always go back and undo 50 times, so that's a good thing. Display, I pretty much leave this alone. Edit, I don't edit anything. Snap to objects. If you wanted to go in and change any of this stuff, you could. That's the only reason I'm clicking on it, is just to show you that it's here. I do an auto backup, and I set that to 5 minutes. And my auto backup goes to a temporary folder. You can set it to go to a specific folder, such as the desktop. And let's make a new folder and call it Corel Backup. The Corel Backup folder is just in case you lose your work, your computer shuts down, or you have any type of program problems and the program shuts down. You can easily go back to that folder. You can make a backup on save of the last item that you're working on. I'll leave that checked. And this is, yes, create it. Okay. This is the power trace for to vectorize. I leave this set as my last used, and you can change this to line art, detail logo, quality logo, pretty much whatever it is that you want to use. Most of the time I use line art, but I'm just going to leave it set as last used. This area is for plugins. This area is for your paragraphs and fonts, and this is for the number of fonts that you want to be display at the top. If you want, you could do 10 fonts. 5 fonts is good enough for me, so I'm going to leave that alone. If you want to do any type of spell checking, you could change that. Any type of quick correcting, you could change that, capitalize the first letter of sentences. I don't mess with any of that stuff. Let's go here to the toolbox. Okay, where is it at? Toolbox. Okay. This just shows you all the different things that are in the toolbox, and I never mess with any of this stuff. So we're just going to leave all of this alone, but if you wanted to, you could go in and see what you can do with this stuff. Customizations. This is dealing with the top menu bar here. If I click it, you see that will turn it off. If I want to add a text bar, I could go in. It's not letting me do this for some reason. some type of malfunctioning going on. Oh, we can just take it off here. Sorry about that. So those are the things that you can customize up here, and you can make your buttons large or small. Small is fine with me, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. If you want to do any type of commands. And the only thing that I do here, I like to email from my program. And if you drag any of this stuff here, you can put it up here on your bar. And it takes a little bit of work, but now do you see that? I could send mail from the program. And I also like to make PDFs, so I'm going to actually put that up in this area also, because I like to do PDFs. And that's pretty much how you customize. I'm going to go to my documents, because this is what I want you to see here. Your page size, you could change this. I'm going to make my default page size tabloid. Well, for this tutorial, I will just leave it as no, we're going to leave it as tabloid, because that's actually how I print out my work. So rendering resolution at 300 dpi, that's good. If you wanted to change your page layout, you could do that here. Labels, background, I just leave this no background here. Fine. It says print and export background if you wanted that. There are a bunch of different little things you can go on here and do, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to select this to page. Now you see I have an 11 by 17 inch page here. I can go up here and I can click send. I can send PDFs. I can even take this and move it if I wanted to. It's not going to let me select it. Let me unlock the toolbar. And then I could move this down to this end somewhere. And see, it's there. So you can pretty much customize this how you want. When you click on this toolbar, this is your text toolbar, you'll see that you get your text, your fonts here. A lot of times this is in front of your page, and I don't like that. So I have a tendency to move this bar over some, and actually if I was working with a full page, now this would at least be to the side, but if this was the page was fully open, then this would actually be over some more to the side. And that's pretty much how you go in and set up your workspace. Oh, there is one more thing that we could do. Oops. And that would be to set up this area here. This is set up as CMYK by default. But I can go in and change my color palettes if we wanted to. And we could add an RGB palette. You could add whatever kind of palette that